You ready to start the second half of the season?
Oh yeah, 0 calories.
Battlestar Galactica. That's mine.
Oh.
Battlestar Galactica, episode 7.
Oh, yay.
There's 13 episodes total, so there's not like a real mid-season, but I guess this would kind of be it after episode 6, so...
Yeah, will that mean anything? I mean, it is a serialized, is that the right word? It is a serialized show, but this feels like a show where just bad stuff just keeps happening and happening. Even when there's a happy moment, like, oh, they're playing, someone's celebrating their 1,000th landing. That's great. And then a fucking bomb just goes off. It's like, oh my God, can we just have...
So we'll see. There hasn't been really a big, like, end of the episode reveal, though. That's what I'm still waiting for. So maybe it'll be here. Who knows?
Previously on Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, it's Baltar.
Not my Baltar.
Yeah. You guys need to forget about the past.
Oh, okay.
They named the show.
Do you have any idea what they will do to me if they find out?
They'd probably charge you with treason.
Treason is punishable by the death penalty.
Dude, how many times are they going to put that in the previously on? I feel like it's in every single one.
They're trying to keep us interested, even though we're not.
It's like, do they put that in just for the one scene of the dun, 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 and her to come in? Gaius. Do you want to fuck me, Gaius?
And then it ends with her, you know, threatening him, and then it ends with someone catching him in an awkward situation. It's the same thing every time.
Could I be looking in the wrong place? Let me see. Proteins, yes.
Oh, he's still trying to figure out the test.
Is he, though?
No, it doesn't exist.
Are you finished? If you would give yourself over to God's will.
Oh, I didn't notice it wasn't playing the score at first, and now it is.
I'm trying to save your immortal soul,
No, what you are doing, darling, is boring me to death with your superstitious drivel.
No,
I can never tell if it's a flashback or it's part in his head.
I think it's just in his head.
What did you say?
That was nothing. I was just talking to myself.
Hey, you do that a lot. Everyone's seen you.
Oh?
Oh, there you are.
Was she...
Very nice.
Oh, she's really there, isn't she?
No, but not...
Excuse me?
Just a thought. You wanted to see me, Commander.
She's
Miss
really there.
Godfrey has brought some very disturbing accusations to my attention. I think you should have the chance to answer them.
Oh, no.
All right, thank you. And, she's
standing.
He still doesn't get it!
I'm right here.
Yeah,
Oh, my...
Doctor, this is Miss Godfrey.
Holy...
You can see her. You can all see her.
She's standing right next to you.
You betrayed your entire race. You're the man responsible for the Holocaust. And
Oh, it's just because you got in that fight with her?
And sentenced to death as the traitor you really are.
What? That's crazy.
That's gotta be the best hook so far.
And her name is Godfrey.
Oh, nice. I didn't even put that together. Those clips it showed were in case this is the first episode you're watching. Oh, they must have a history.
Yeah, I always start at episode 7.
Well, you know, just coming home from work. What's on tonight? I've been meaning to check this out.
No, you weren't. Now, do you think this Godfrey is a sleeper agent?
Oh, yeah, it's a Cylon, yeah. No, she knows.
Like, she knows she's a Cylon.
Yeah, I think she's doing this on purpose because he got in that fight and she's like it's like a power move.
Dr. Amarak gave the disc to me before he died.
What, as opposed to after he died?
It shows the doctor entering the mainframe without permission the day before the attack.
Hope you have an alibi.
As you can see, the man in the photo is carrying an explosive device.
Sorry, he's what? He's...
It hasn't shown his face, though.
True. Bro was caught in 4K.
That was more like 240p.
Same height, same build, but it's a long way from approved, Miss Godfrey.
Thank you, Commander.
There we go.
In the faceplate of the computer terminal, there's a reflection of the man's face.
Zoom and enhance.
With the right equipment, the image could be enlarged and sharpened.
Enlarged and sharpened.
Enlarging the image is no problem, but sharpening it
Take forever.
would take at least a day, sir.
It's like, that's it?
We're gonna suspend all work on the Cylon detector.
What?
As well as your security privileges.
You mean the brig? Or just in his quarters?
Starbuck's notes on the Cylon radar are a mess.
Continuity? Having the ship?
A gooey fluid shaped like a dog.
Are you kidding me?
Squeeze the ligament with your hand while you slide your weight on your left hip into the lymphatic sac.
Wow, she wrote down instructions for him.
Is Starbucks still healing up? She'd probably help a lot with this right now.
Yeah. They're like, you got a 2-part episode, we need to bench you for a while.
How do you think the Cylons procreate?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I mean, they could just create it, I guess. Like, have the technology to artificially create these parts, these body parts.
You don't care.
I don't care because your pain is my entertainment.
Smoking doctor. He's back.
Where were you last week, bro? He just wasn't in the episode.
How many of these did you take, young lady?
1, 2,
3.
3 times the dosage.
Oh, she overdosed on her medicine?
Oh, must work.
Doctor, you are lucky that you didn't lapse into a coma. You can't cure cancer by overdose.
And that's probably why he needs the medicine as well, for her. Some of it, at least.
The time is going to come when you are not going to be able to hide what you're going through.
She only needs to last to
It's
the
not that kind of a shot.
election. Unless she's gonna run.
Yeah. What kind of shot was he talking about?
Times when I just want so much to be held again.
Oh my God, she's gonna try.
You understand, don't you?
That's a bold move.
Of course.
There's plenty of other people that would probably give in, but not
You don't think so?
Adama, no.
Probably been a while for him.
I don't seek pleasure anymore. I'm just waiting to die. I can save a few lives before I do.
I mean, the fact she even did that much, usually when she sees a man, she just starts making out with him immediately.
Do not, under any circumstance, allow Shelley, Godfrey, to leave this ship. I want to know everybody she's talked to and everywhere she's been.
I like how he just walked out. Like, what did she think when that happened? He just walks out without saying anything.
All right, well, take care. Yeah, lock this bitch down. Like, his face didn't even move an inch when she kissed him. His heartbeat, probably everything just stone cold.
Yeah, completely unaffected. All right, that's interesting. Throwing his name and call sign out there. I do continue to be impressed, though, that, you know, it's always passable, their CGI at least. Like, so far it hasn't been, like, laughably bad.
Yeah, that looks great right
I mean,
there.
especially for TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2004, right?
Yeah,
TV
2004 or
budget.
5, yeah.
Something's wrong with this planet. The color correction is way off, way out of whack.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're in a different place. Even though the thing just told us where it's whatever.
I'm surprised how much screen time this guy Gato gets. He's always around.
He's the man.
Excuse me.
Oh, and he doesn't know Gato's in there. He's gonna start talking to himself. Oh, never mind.
He's gonna kill Gator. Hey, bro, you taking a shit?
Yeah.
Please leave me alone.
Who does number 2 work for?
Lieutenant, is that you? Doctor, what is this coincidence?
I see you whispering too.
How you doing? You're busy. Yes, I know. I don't mean to distract you. Please don't let me interrupt you.
I would have left. If someone did this to me.
Yeah, as soon as he said lieutenant, just flush immediately.
I know this is an awkward time.
Bro, don't look through the crack.
I really don't think that's possible. Gator, listen to me. Nobody would need to know. It would just be you and me. Just you and me. Oh, I know.
Just like it's you and me now. There's no one else in there. Why are you whispering?
So is mine, Doctor. I really could. Shh. Someone's coming.
Oh my God. That was the loudest.
Dude, he's trying all of his plugs, dude. He's trying to get anyone on his side.
I was hoping to be Ty. Shitting on the job, are we?
Wait,
Go on,
wait,
get
wait.
out of here.
You forgot to wash your hands?
Oh. Who was it? Doesn't matter.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh.
No one answers, and I
No!
and I am not interested in playing any more of your stupid games. You think this is over? This is not over! You have not heard the last! No more Mr. Nice Guys!
with it.
I do like the no more Mr. Nice Gaius.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I also liked the decision to keep the shot for so long just on their feet, like under the stalls, and then when they did cut to them, it was just like in the little crack.
Yeah.
Instead of just a flat shot on their face.
Not a good time?
Oh, it's fine.
I liked how, because she's obviously a Cylon, but she could have easily pushed Baltar out of the way, but she chose not to show any sign that she's a Cylon. Like, nothing.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of trying to sell it if, you know, I still don't believe it, though.
I have no idea how Starbuck got this thing to move, much less fly.
It's not really a thing, you know?
Seems a little familiar there, buddy.
Probably a Cylon itself. More of an animal, maybe, than the human models.
She getting turned on by this thing?
Can't treat it like a thing and expect it to respond. I have to treat it like a pet.
Cuts to Adama on the phone again. I want everyone to lock down, Sharon.
Starts locking everyone down. Yeah. That's an interesting way to put it, though, that, you know, again, like Nope, you know, it's more of an animal than, and their human versions are more, so maybe it's not even like a self-aware, you know, it's just like an animal just trained to go out and kill.
Right, yeah.
I really don't care what you think, Lieutenant. All I know is that every day you spend in that bed is another day that I have my opinion of you confirmed.
Ugh.
He knows that's going to get to her. What card game is she playing by herself?
The equivalent of solitaire.
In my opinion, she should be locked up before she could do any more damage.
Why does it keep cutting to this one clip? Oh, he's looking for her.
Yeah, he's looking for her
in
in his brain, yeah.
Okay.
Bro has lost the plot.
Work on the silent detector is nearly complete. Now I have a test regime up and running. All I need is a tissue sample from this woman for analysis.
That was a nice dodge, too, because that wasn't evidence. He just told him he needed a tissue sample.
Mm-hmm. Every piece of equipment in your laboratory will be dismantled and quarantined, and every person that you've met
will be killed.
The president hopes you're innocent, and so do I. Because if you're not, then you've made fools of both of us.
Yeah, did Baltar just pull that out of his ass?
About the president?
Yeah.
No, she said on the phone earlier to him. That he was like, you believe me, don't you? And she was like, yeah. And then she passed out.
Oh, okay.
I'm willing to do anything. Anything at all. Only I need your help.
Man, he's like me when I was 16, just texting and texting when they're not responding. It's like, just chill out, bro.
Oh, God.
It's like, if she wanted to talk to you, she'd talk to you. There's nothing you can say that's going to convince her. There's some Alex lore for you.
And then the message turns green. Did you get an android?
Oh my God.
Fire, all hands report to damage control stations. Fire, all hands.
Get a fire, let's go. Inventory.
Oh, what, is this evidence going to get caught in the fire somehow? Or someone started this fire so someone could slip in and take that?
Back in the bathroom? Or is this another room? All the rooms have doors like that.
Gator slips out for 1 second.
Now, do you think he was actually there, or do you think he's
I don't know. I don't know.
Because now I'm like questioning who was bullshitting, you know?
Yeah. Well, obviously he has a problem with his brain, so my guess is maybe female silent agent took over and turned him into a sleeper agent for a second to plant this bomb. I don't know.
He's going to try to just destroy it. To be fair, that doesn't look that much.
Oh no!
I was not expecting that.
Oh God.
All right, move in.
Don't make the same pose as a picture.
Take him to the brig.
Yes, Commander.
He's trying to cover the picture up.
She's got it in for me, that silly Godfrey!
Damn. They got him in 4K. Come on, Starbuck, this is nothing.
This is stupid!
It's worth a try, sir. I mean, it did fly for you once.
Am I the one that doesn't see like the danger of like what's previously happened in this room? That bomb going off in this alien ship?
Yeah, where you don't even know how to control it.
Okay.
And remember when she first was in it, she like, oh yeah, that's a... But there was like a thing already in there, like a nucleus, and she just like ripped it out.
Oh yeah.
I had to assume that was like
shoot anything.
Don't shoot anything.
It's way too calm.
If anyone can be a Cylon, and it's hard to tell us apart, then we only have one thing left to trust. Our instincts. Our feelings. And the moment they told me it was your face in the photo, I knew I believed it.
Ooh.
You'll forgive me, Madam President, if I don't wish to be executed based solely on your gut feeling.
I mean, well, it's not really our gut feeling. They have the photo of you.
Yeah, it's like they literally have a photograph.
I guess, you know, if your name's Baltar, you're just going to end up in jail on the Galactica. That's just how it goes.
Now, if there was a trial, like a 12 Angry Men trial, and 11 people rose their hands for execute, I'd be the one. Anyone opposes? I don't know. We should talk about it.
Hey, I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. I don't want to step into what you two have. You feel the way you feel, and I have to respect it.
And there we go.
So now we know these things have some blood in them, or at least the ships do. Can a human and a Cylon
Walter had sex with that Cylon all the time. 6.
have a baby?
Oh, have a baby? No, I mean, remember she was asking that? Oh shit. Who do you think put that there?
And I now acknowledge that you are the one true God.
Oh, he's trying to repent.
I will devote the rest of what is left of my wretched life to carrying out your divine will. Is what I want to do.
So, is she gonna like get him out of this and be like, "Oh, you said you would"?
I have a feeling she'll the brain version of her will come back. See you guys. All I had to do was leave you alone for half an hour for you to turn. Oh, there she is.
Oh, no score though.
All will be well. It will be as God wants it to be.
Okay, great, you're here. Why is there another version of you on this ship? Does she know? I have so many questions.
Open the door. I went back, I reran all the security checks. This time I found markers which pointed to photo manipulation.
There we go, Gator.
They weren't apparent until the photo was fully resolved.
You reran the security checks.
For me?
Because of their conversation in the stalls.
Thank you.
Oh.
I just knew that you could never have anything to do with that attack. I mean,
You're right, yeah.
it was really nothing, you know, Doctor. Once the photos were fully resolved, it was almost too easy. Once she wanted to be found out.
How did she get off of the ship?
Of course, she's just gone.
Every ship in the fleet has reported in, sir. There's no sign of her.
That's unacceptable. She was here. She was right here.
So you think now they can change into different people? Because how else could she escaped?
I'm really starting to question like the length of her powers.
She didn't just vanish.
Yeah, those are her glasses she was wearing earlier, playing the score.
Clearly the Cylons wanted to destroy
She still thinks he has something to do with it, though.
True.
I still don't understand who these people are.
You're even more popular and powerful than ever before.
I just imagine them taking the news back to the other ships and like, oh, Baltar isn't a traitor. Like, we don't care. We want food.
Yeah.
Are we going anyplace? Have we found a suitable planet?
Kind of like the real news today. They don't give you what you want to know. It's just all bullshit.
Was that the plan of Uno?
Yes, it was. All right. I mean, I understand he's distracted or whatever because he's a man, but like, what about right after they have sex? Like, so Shelley Godfrey.
So, if you don't mind telling me about the Shelley, you almost got me killed.
Yeah, obviously the best Baltar episode. I mean, the only one where he got to do anything.
Yeah, finally a Baltar episode to one where finally it wasn't just what we were talking about earlier. She shows up, she fucks with him, threatens him, someone walks in with him in an awkward position. I liked it a lot. Seeing guys get to do more than just that was really nice. I hope they keep putting the ball in his court and allow him to do more things because he's still always quite often. I wanted to morph into the Baltar we know and love. I know I got to let go of the past, but I'm fairly confident he can't just be this consistent, he's got to morph into that villain.
Let the best die. Kill it if you have to. Yeah, I liked the focus of the episode. Like, sometimes it feels like there's so much going on and they're jumping all around. this show is serialized, but I feel like it was made in the early 2000s. I feel like it still has like that episodic feel to it in terms of each episode does have a plot. Like it does have something happening for just that episode while it progresses all the serialized stuff. So I like that this one really seemed to focus in on that episodic one to serve, you know, the serialized element of it. So like Baltar is obviously much more set up here episodically, but it's going to serve later on. But I just loved being able to spend so much time with him, and it wasn't just like another thing happening among the 5 other things. Like the stuff on Caprica, the stuff with Starbuck and the Cylon ship, you know, all of that had a little bit of screen time. Sharon had a little bit of screen time, but it was mostly the Baltar stuff, and I think that was the right decision because it was a very interesting story, and I wanted to see where it went. So I think the pacing and everything was done well.
Yeah, for sure. It is only, what, 45 minutes? 43 minutes?
Yeah, 43 minutes, yeah.
I'd be just fine if they decided to leave one of the stories out for an episode. Like, I don't need to see what's going on in Caprica every time, just to lead to them having sex.
Yeah, at least they did progress it by, I mean, they had sex. Who knows what that's going to mean. But
True.
There's some progression.
Yeah, I guess they do leave some stuff behind. Like, we didn't go into Ty's drinking at all. Or hell, what am I talking about? Apollo just led to, like, a slight comic relief this episode. You're right, the pacing was really well. I'm just wondering, would it be a little more better if focused if we just leave an entire plot point out? Like, we don't go back to Caprica at all. Because it feels like it keeps trying to tie everything close knit and together what's happening at the same time, and I'd be okay if we stepped away from someone for a bit. But I don't know, because I do like them all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting at here.
You're just saying that, like, giving something like the Baltar story, or even if it was another one of the stories, more time by cutting out one of the ones so that it doesn't feel like a whole bunch of little stories going on.
Yeah, I just felt like we were jumping around a lot.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is, like, I felt like other episodes before this were even more so, like, jumping all around a lot. This one was a little bit less, but I still get what you're saying. I think that it's a tough balance, like with any serialized show, right? Like, it's a tough balance with that. I think that it's doing it okay. Mm-hmm. I am never bored watching this show.
Oh,
so
no.
I think that's a benefit of it, because you're always jumping to something.
Yeah, we're always jumping to something, and you're always trying to figure something out. That was the fun part, and it's never a dull moment. Oh, this episode I used my favorite word, dullard.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw me. I got so excited. I'm like, oh my god.
No, I didn't notice you react, but now that you say it, yeah, I know you like that word.
Dullard, dolt, any word that starts with D that's demeaning.
Demeaning. Yeah, I think that the number 6 character being this Miss Godfrey, I think it did a good job. How there was never a crack except for that scene with Adama. Like, she was straight up with Baltar. I'm glad that she didn't, like, have any type of reveal or anything with Baltar. It was just that scene with Adama where it doesn't really reveal that she's not Miss Godfrey. She's just acting weird and trying to kiss him. And then we don't see her again after that, I don't believe. So.
Yeah, I like how we get no reveal, and we never saw her directly say, like, yeah, I'm a Cylon.
Yeah.
You know, she tried to, get it on with Adama. That's the most Cylonish thing, because that's what she does as a Cylon with Baltar. They're very seductive. But seeing her act like a regular not functioning, but like normal behaving human being was so weird. But also, what a great reveal. Like when we first find out that she's actually physically there on the ship, and just like the comedic timing and performance of Baltar, thinking that, they can't see her.
Yeah, that was great, and it makes sense, obviously, for his character and what we've seen thus far. So that's awesome that they did that. And then, what was the last thing I was going to say? There's obviously a very heavy religious metaphor going on. And I am aware of, like, Christianity in, like, a lot of the stories. But, like, I'm trying to put it together. Like, is she insinuating that she is God? Or is she just, like, a disciple of what she believes is God? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Because I feel like it's very clear there that, like, he literally prays to God, who he says early in the episode he doesn't believe in. And then repents and says, I'll do whatever you want, if you get me out of this. Boom, she clearly gets him out of it. So unless there's just like another character higher than her that we haven't seen yet, like that would be the only other thing. But assuming she's like the top, is she supposed to be God? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, my guess is that there's some sort of Cylon God. It's gonna, it's gonna be that.
That'd be cool.
That faceless character from the original TV show. Quit bringing up the original show.
Or it'll just be the OG Cylon design. Walks in, the last remaining one.
No, I guess my theory is is that so Baltar's always fighting back a little bit against her. So I wonder if this is her way of trying another way. It's like, okay, how about this? I'm going to leave. I'm going to set up this thing where I'm going to get you fucking killed. And then you're going to be begging for me back. And he does. It's like, see, now you know your place, Baltar.
And he even says there at the end, like, oh, was it all your plan because now he's even more trusted, even stronger, like being falsely accused and exonerated. Now if someone tries to falsely accuse him again, it's going to be, you know, like, okay, well, except, but we know as the audience that he does have, you know, he is involved in the attack, although I don't think he actually knew. He knew she was a Cylon, but he didn't know, like, that they were going to destroy whatever planet they were on, Caprica.
Yeah, I don't think he had any.
Because in the miniseries, he was like, you know, what? And she's like, why do you think that, you know, I got the... So, but he was involved with her, so he was involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an example of dramatic irony that I do enjoy. Like, we know he's not fully good. He knows that, obviously, but the rest of the characters don't, and we're not sitting here complaining, like, just figure it out. Like, that's a type of dramatic irony I think works. More in serialized fashion, I'd say, than an episodic.
Yeah, it definitely works when you have that long-term way to tell it and have little speed bumps or swerves where you end up back in the same place, but to the point where he was found out. But then they're able to manipulate it with the story to get it back to where it was.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say is, obviously, the actor who plays Baltar is just a very good actor, so I'm glad he finally got stuff to do. And while the Baltar still has big shoes to fill, and even putting that aside, like, even just as his own character, he's still not, you know, he could be more fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that it's not, I'm getting the sense with these characters that it's like, oh, give Apollo this episode with the original Apollo, then sideline him. Starbuck gets the two-parter, then sidelined. It's like, I hope it's not like, okay, Baltar, you got your episode, now you're sidelined. You know, I hope it continues, but I get it, it's tough. There's so many characters.
Yeah, Starbuck was literally sidelined.
Yeah.